the merger I liked most this week was IBM buying the Weather Channel, or the assets of the Weather Channel, to use data to merge with Watson and tell us more than we need to know, right?
Another scale story. I mean, IBM wants to, just like Google, wants to own a lot of data and then use it in myriad ways and things like that. And to own all that weather data, I mean, weather is used for so many things.
You know, Andrew and I went downtown to where the Watson operation is headquartered just a week or two ago, and it's a really interesting proposition that IBM has put forward there. And this is really, you know, the notion that we are getting to the point where you can have the ability to analyze vast amounts of data from all sorts of different places and figure out how weather affects retail sales or farming and put all that together. You know, we're not there yet, but they're making huge strides.
It's powerful stuff. Speaking of tech, we had a lot of earnings this week. Feels like every tech company reported this week. I want to go through a couple of them. Andrew, let's talk about Samsung. It looks like things may be turning around there, doing pretty well.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, for a while, Samsung was really doing poorly. You know, it was reporting quarter after quarter. It was slumping. It was not looking good. It looked like it was getting squeezed in its growth markets. Last quarter, it did kind of well. Good phone sales. This time around, really strong semiconductor sales. And what that means is that, you know, a lot of people don't realize Samsung chips are in other makers' phones.
Including Apple.
Right.
Including
Right.
Apple.
So
Including
it
Apple.
benefits when its
So
competitors do well.
That's right. Yeah.
Speaking of Apple, also Apple reported, not much of excitement there, but everybody seems to be really excited about Apple TV. Alan, is this going to be a big deal?
Well, I haven't seen it yet. In fact, I'm not sure. I think they're waiting for it to ship. Look, we have been living, since before Tim Cook became CEO, we have been living with rumors about how Apple is going to disrupt and reinvent the television business. I'm still a little skeptical. They've figured out the formula, but they're obviously still working on it.
And there's good reason to be skeptical. I mean, up until now, Apple TV has just been kind of a hobby for Apple. I mean, it's totally been just off to the side. They've never invested a ton in it, and now it looks like it's a thing.
Yeah, and real quickly, Twitter and GoPro also both disappointed this week. What was that about? Very quickly, so we can move on.
Very slow user growth for Twitter. That's not a good outlook for the company, and that's a problem for Jack Dorsey. On the GoPro side, same deal. Really poor outlook, and you know, GoPro, the worry is it a one-trick pony?